Hello everyone, nice to meet you again. Today we are going to talk about an active learning method called simulation. Let's get started. The simulation teaching method is an experiential teaching approach that involves students in a structured activity that simulates real-world situations or environments. This method allows students to apply their knowledge and skills in a safe and controlled setting, fostering deeper understanding and critical thinking. In this method, students take on roles and responsibilities, make decisions, solve problems, and learn from the outcomes of their actions. This approach is applicable in various disciplines and can be used in all levels of education except kindergarten. Now let's see how to use it. First step, introduce the method and its objective. Begin by explaining to the students how the simulation works and what they are expected to do. Clearly state the objectives of the activity and how it relates to the learning outcomes. For instance, you might say, "Today we will be using a simulation to understand how the circulatory system works. You will work together to move blood around the body and observe how different organs are affected by the flow of blood." Step 2, provide instructions and materials. Provide clear and detailed instructions for the simulation activity. Ensure that students understand their roles and responsibilities, as well as any rules or guidelines they need to follow. Hand out any necessary materials such as charts, diagrams, role-playing cards, or other resources that will help students engage in the simulation effectively. For example, you might distribute a diagram of the circulatory system and provide each student with a card indicating their assigned organ. Step 3, guide students through the activity. Facilitate the simulation, providing support and guidance as needed. Encourage students to interact with each other, make decisions, and take actions based on their understanding of the concepts. Observe the dynamics of the simulation and be prepared to ask probing questions that help students reflect on their experiences. For example, you could ask questions like, "How does the function of this organ depend on the amount of blood it receives?" Or, "What would happen if the blood flow were to become blocked?" Step 4, reflect on the process and outcomes. After the simulation, facilitate a discussion to help students reflect on their experience. Ask questions to help them process what they learned from participating in the simulation. Encourage students to share their insights, challenges, and any modifications they would make if the simulation were to be repeated. Connect the learning from the simulation to broader concepts and real-world applications. For example, you might say, "How did your understanding of the circulatory system change or evolve during the simulation? How can we apply this knowledge to understand human health and diseases?" That's it. Simulation teaching method is an excellent approach to engage students in active learning and make learning more enjoyable and effective. By simulating real-world situations, students can apply their knowledge, develop critical thinking skills, and gain a deeper understanding of the topic. So try this method in your classroom and see how it works. Now let's see an illustration of the simulation active learning method in action. The scene shows a dynamic classroom environment with students actively engaged in a simulation activity. The teacher is facilitating the activity while the students are participating enthusiastically. At the center of the classroom, students are gathered around a large diagram of the human body, which represents the simulation's focus on the circulatory system. Each student has a role-playing card with a specific organ. A student wearing a chef's hat represents the heart, which pumps blood throughout the body. Other students hold up their organ cards and act as various organs such as the lungs, liver, and muscles, demonstrating how they receive blood from the heart. The classroom is equipped with a projector and screen displaying visuals related to the circulatory system. The teacher is guiding the activity by asking questions and prompting students to think critically about the importance of blood flow to each organ. For example, the teacher asks the student playing the role of the liver, "What would happen if the liver did not receive enough blood?" The student playing the liver explains that it would not be able to filter toxins from the blood effectively. As the simulation progresses, the students move around the classroom, representing the movement of blood throughout the body. Some students move quickly, symbolizing the rapid blood flow to the heart, while others move more slowly, illustrating the circulation of blood to less active organs. The students are fully engaged in their roles and interact with each other to maintain the flow of blood. During the activity, the teacher observes a student struggling to understand the concept of blood flow. She approaches the student and provides additional support and clarification, ensuring that all students grasp the concepts. After the simulation, the class comes together to discuss their experience. The teacher encourages the students to share what they learned and any challenges they faced. One student mentions that he enjoyed the hands-on activity and felt a sense of accomplishment when the blood successfully circulated throughout the body. Another student suggests that it would be helpful to have more time to explore the effects of different diseases on the circulatory system. The teacher acknowledges the students' feedback and connects the learning from the simulation to real-world applications. She explains how understanding the circulatory system is essential for diagnosing and treating diseases such as heart disease and stroke. The teacher also emphasizes the importance of maintaining a healthy lifestyle to prevent circulatory system diseases. As the class comes to an end, the students are buzzing with excitement and satisfaction. They have actively participated in their learning and achieved a deeper understanding of the circulatory system. The simulation active learning method has proven to be an effective and engaging way to bring the complexities of the human body to life in the classroom. And that's it for today. If you liked this video, hit the like button and subscribe so you never miss out on new videos. Thank you for watching and happy teaching.